Would it be wrong to ask for a girl's number while working? Last night the most beautiful woman I've ever seen came into our restaurant. She didn't speak much English, and I think she's straight from Colombia. But she was showing me crazy high interest while she sat down and was waiting for her food. She was staring right at me and smiling hard. She said bye to me like 3 times. I thought about it all day yesterday. I didn't get her number because 1, she was with someone who I thought was her BF. Turns out it was her brother. 2, our cook told me to relax. And most importantly, I was at work. If I see her again, I almost immediately want to ask for her number. But I would be working. Would that be weird? If she repeatedly comes back in showing the same interest, then yes, but I doubt she'll be back. Sorry. Foreign people tend to be overly polite and nice so they don't get in the way. Yeah, Nari saying she didn't speak much English but she was into you. How can you tell if you didn't talk at all? It would be one thing if she was flirting with you while you were waiting her table, but smiling at you while waiting for her food is definitely just good manners. It's okay to be confused, but you should learn to read the signs or this can go wrong for you in the future. If she doesn't speak English well, it makes sense that she'd say bye multiple times. I might be bad with languages, but I'm familiar with panicking and just going repeat the part of the script you know. You know this part of the language. If she's making eye contact and smiling, she's being polite and attentive, and if she doesn't know English well and you were speaking English, she was probably focusing really hard. She was a pretty girl who was nice to you. Do your job and let her decompress and have a nice meal with her brother. Calm down, man. She was probably just being friendly because in a foreign country. As someone who was followed into the parking lot by employee, I'd advise against it. Dude even told me that they aren't allowed to flirt on the premises, but the parking lot and beyond were fair game. I never returned. Don't hit on customers. And don't hit on women while they are at work. They are not being paid to deal with your advances. You are a server. You are doing things. Everybody else is just sitting around. You are one of the most interesting things to look at. It doesn't mean romantic interest. There is an extremely old saying that goes, don't shit where you eat. Trying to romance people at work or in your house block apartment building will 9/10 fail. And then you have awkward silences to spread around the whole year. Hitting on customers is a very bad idea. I don't think women want to visit any place anywhere where the staff is liable to hit on them. Don't ask for her number. Give her yours. And wait until after the meal is paid so she can leave if uncomfortable. Then it's fine. Don't do it. I've been in the industry a long time. And it's not a good or professional move. If a guest likes you, they will return and definitely make it known. Do not hit on the customers. If you guys have been flirting, and you genuinely think she is interested, then write your number and give it to her. That way it won't be awkward for either party. After that, the ball is in her court. You took initiative. And if she calls, texts you back, then good. If not, then you have your answer. I hate that guys think that a woman wants them just because a woman acts nice and is friendly and has a good energy. I've had that happen a few times. Colombia. At the end of whatever the interaction is, give the person a small piece of paper with your number. It removes the in-situation pressure from the other person, which is the largest reason people have trouble with it. Very wrong. Especially with your mention that she didn't speak much English. I got hit on once at work and it was really creepy. I'm just here to do my job. Bro, she isn't into you at all. Don't do it unless you want to potentially get fired. Or she was just an outgoing friendly person who just wants to eat and not get hit on. It's super lame to do that. If she's into you, she needs to act on it. Because if she's not, congrats. You just made yet another woman feel uncomfortable about doing simple things because guys use every opportunity to hit on them. Language barriers cause people to make a lot of eye contact to read visual cues. Repeated highs and buys is normal too. 0 of what you described screams she was enamored of you. So calm down there, stud. Plus you do that. She gets offended and reports you, then hey, you're screwed. Yes. Leave her alone. Your place of work is not a meat rack. You are supposed to be professional, mature, and working. Not trying to make some sweet girl very, very uncomfortable. How many times do women have to tell men this? I have a buddy who insists that every female is after him. They're not. Females can't be nice anymore without someone thinking they're coming onto them. He actually creeps him out more than not, but he thinks he's a pimp while I cringe thinking, how isn't this awkward for him like it is for this random female usually married like most female are our age? Here's a solution: give her your number instead of asking for hers. If she's into you, she'll use it. If not, she won't. Either way, this puts the choice in her hands without you tipping the scale or making her feel obliged in any way. Don't do it. If she was interested, she'd give you her number. A lot of women are already tired of men thinking we're flirting with them just because we're being friendly and polite. There's no right or wrong here. The big question is trying to talk to her worth getting in trouble or losing your job. It is a possibility. That said, many people find their partners or spouses at work. If it was me, I would play it cool and see if she comes back. Also, if you do ask for digits, do it on the down low. I also agree with people saying no. View work as a break from the rest of your life. Most people just want to do their jobs in a professional and competent manner. Keep work at work and home at home. Life tends to be less messy that way. That would be awkward if you were her waiter. Sounds like she was maybe just hungry and wondering where her food was. It's a restaurant. If this isn't your end goal job, why would you sacrifice what could be happiness for a temporary job that doesn't care about you? Anyways, don't ask for her number. Give her yours. With your name. It shows respect for the woman, as it gives her the control over whether to contact you or not. And if you misread the situation, it's not nearly as weird. Job-wise, just give her your number. If you see her again, instead of asking for her number, slip her yours. Depending on whether or not she calls, you'll have your answer as to whether or not she's interested. Never ask for a person's number. Just give them yours and they will contact you if they want. It makes for far less awkward interactions if you are reading a situation wrong. Look, you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment. You should have captured it and not let it slip. It's spelled Columbia. Sorry to bring you down, but this was just a woman being friendly. If she comes in again and it keeps happening, then yeah, there might be something there. How do you know it was her brother? People don't usually want to be hit on by the businesses they go to. Even leaving your number would be a big risk. Offer her your number. That way she won't feel pressured.